Friend, this is the Erythrina indica or Halavana in Kannada we call it as. So whenever there is a opportunity to start creating farms on an open land with too much of sunlight falling on the initial days, it may be challenging for us to grow our commercial crops under that open sunlight area, because any plant for that matter needs shade in the initial days, and the shade is not for the plant. So if there is excessive sunlight exposure to the soil, then what happens, the basin of the plant, the soil temperature goes up. So the only way we can that will affect the performance of microbes in the soil. Hence we have to create a kind of a partial shade or a partial sunlight environment on an open field when we start planning our planting in an open area. Hence growing this kind of plant, that is the Erythrina indica, the Halavana in Kannada, this is such a characteristic plant, so which will grow to a very good height. You can see here it has grown to almost 15-20 feet in less than 2.5 years or 3 years. So we strategically start planting this Erythrina indica at various places, such that it will give us the first layer of canopy in a short time, about 2 years, and create a shade for our grid plants to perform. Now under the shade of this Erythrina, so my young coconut plant or an areca plant or a fruit plant, whichever we plant, so they grow happily, and that helps. This Erythrina helps to maintain the soil temperature at minimum. Even there is an initial days, there is no shade in your farm. Hence, for new farming design, whenever we are planting the commercial crops on a new farm with too much of sunlight exposure, best thing is to create a layer of shade quickly. And for that, this one species of the plant called Erythrina indica can be used. This is our experience in MS Farm. This again an open area we started in 2022 July, August, and we set up this Erythrina indica first, followed by our other grid crops. Now the grid crops are performing better because of the shade created by Erythrina and the value derived by Chliricidea as a companion plants and other green manure plants as a green ring. So combination of shade, companion plants and the green ring plants helps us to create an atmosphere or an environment for our commercial grid plants to set up, establish and grow healthy. Thank you very much.